I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am blushing from within. I am literally blushing from the outside in. Hey you, what up? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. I'm Maryam. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing and swatching the new Jaclyn Cosmetics Plush Blushes. All 8 of them I'm going to be swatching on my bare skin, and also I'm going to be applying them with my makeup in several different ways. I'm going to apply it to my lips. I'm going to try the underpainting method, and also I'm going to apply it over my foundation just to test this out, just to see how this product works and kind of give you my full, thorough first impression review. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for subscribing. Wednesdays and Sundays videos, notification bell, drink please, and now let's hit it. Jaclyn Cosmetics, Plush Blushes, swatches of all 8, and a review for you. Alright, so face base is clean. Right now I am wearing some concealer underneath my eyes, set with powder. And also my brows are done. I'm wearing mascara and obviously lip liner, but the skin is clean. There's nothing else, because how else am I going to do these swatches for you guys if my skin isn't clean? Of course, I can also do it over foundation, but you know, removing foundation 8 times is not the vibe around here. So let's just go over the product that we're going to be swatching and applying today. So Jaclyn Cosmetics has a new Plush Blush blurring cheek tint. There are 8 shades. They are $25 each. They are available at Ulta and also on JaclynCosmetics.com. What I noticed on JaclynCosmetics.com is that there's all sorts of value deals. You can buy just one, or you can buy all of them for a specific price that saves you some money, or you could buy a few colors. So I thought that was pretty nice. So this is supposed to be a blurring cheek tint. The formula starts off as a lightweight creamy liquid, and then it transforms on the skin to a velvety dry matte finish. I kind of like that. Jaclyn also says that she made sure that each gorgeous shade was super pigmented, so you could really experiment and play around whether you're going for soft or full glam, and she hopes that we have fun. There's even a couple of little charts here on how to apply the blush, so I'm going to be utilizing all this. I like the fact that this is a buildable blush, and you can use it either with your fingertips, or you can apply it with a synthetic brush for like a diffused finish. You could even apply it with a sponge for an airbrush filtered finish, but let's see. Let's first actually swatch them. This is the packaging. We've got a large Tarte Shape Tape reminiscent doe foot applicator, which I love. We've got 8 shades in front of us, in front of me, and the lightest of all of them is the shade called Plush Ballet. Let me go ahead and give you a swipe. Okay, so this is looking like a peachy nude. I feel like this might be a little too much product for actual application, but since this is a swatch, let me show you what it swatches like with the fingertips. Wow, this is really, really pigmented. Indeed, you do not need all of that product. But look how gorgeous this shade is. Of course, you can blur it out with your fingertips, which I like. The finish is definitely on the matte side, which I also like. It's kind of forgiving on the pores, which I also like, okay? And it is packed with color. This is punchy, and this is a beautiful color. All right, here we go. Plush Ballet, aka swatch number 1. Next we have the shade Plush Beige. I'm gonna swatch that on this side and then blend that out with my finger. So this shade is interesting. It's almost like a terracotta sort of color. So it could probably double as a bronzer for some people, and obviously this is just too pigmented to wear as a blush, unless of course you underpaint and you apply this underneath your foundation. So keep in mind the amount of product. A swatchful is just way too much. So here we have it, Plush Beige. I think for the rest of the shades, I'm probably just gonna dot on the product as opposed to swiping it on. I'm gonna remove all this using micellar water. And then after I swatch all the shades, of course, I'll show you how to apply this, or how I would apply this with makeup, with like foundation, powder, things like that. Okay, the next 2 shades that I want to swatch look kind of similar, and I'll show you a close-up of both of these. I'm talking about Plush Peach and Plush Coral, so I'm gonna do one on each side just to compare. So here is Plush Peach, and I'm just gonna do a little dot, and here is Plush Coral, and then I'm gonna blend that out. You guys, this is as pigmented as the Rare Beauty blushes. This is very, very pigmented, but oh man, I'm thinking I'm gonna need to attempt to blend this out with an actual brush. So I'm gonna use this Laura Lee Los Angeles L32 brush. Even for the swatch, I'm feeling like I really need to diffuse this baby. Okay, this is striking me a bit more of an orange than a peach, but you get the idea. All right, so now let me do the coral. I'm getting the hang of this, although on camera it looks absolutely crazy. In my mirror over here, I feel like it's diffusing. It's kind of cooperating. It's listening to the fingertip. So here we have it, Plush Coral versus Plush Peach. I don't know if I like these swatches in my monitor, to be honest, but of course I'm also not wearing any makeup, so it's looking a little bit weird. But in my mirror, this looks entirely more put together and just so much prettier than how it's appearing in the monitor. So I am not sure what's happening. Perhaps it's just the pigment is so intense that the camera is like freaking out. It doesn't know how to calibrate. But in real life, it's looking a lot more wearable, at least to me. Okay. Let's remove. All right, next. Let's go for Plush Pink and Plush Punch because both of these are pinky shades, though Plush Pink is much, much lighter. I've learned my lesson, so I'm gonna go with a small amount. Ooh, I think this is my favorite color so far. It is just very dainty. It's like a rosy pink, but it's not too cool. It's like a much warmer pink. And here is Plush Punch. Ooh, I'm afraid of this color. This is punchy. This is punchy, you guys. This looks like the most pigmented liquid lipstick. I think if you're applying this to your bare skin, you have to be aware that the bare skin isn't as forgiving as, say, a layer of foundation is, which you can blur this into. So you might need to use even less than a dot. But man, this color is beautiful. It is punchy. It is vibrant. It is stunning. I love it. And I also like this one, though on camera, it's coming off a little bit orangey still. Plush Pink, Plush Punch. I feel like this color stained my cheek just a little bit, which is not a problem. And now let's go for the final two colors, which are Plush Red and Plush Berry. I don't know about you guys, but I've personally never been a fan of red blush. I mean, this is just so crazy pigmented. Holy crap. Potentially too pigmented for a blush. I feel like I need a thumbnail face here. Like Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is crazy pigmented. I am just saying. All right, and on to the final color, which is Plush Berry. Let me give it like a Hailey Bieber sized amount of product. And still, it goes a long, 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 long way. Baby, this color is really pretty. And I gotta say, it feels very moussey. So like the smallest amount of product, although still extremely pigmented on the bare skin, you can work with this. So Plush Berry, Plush Red, alert. All right, so now that we know how pigmented these are, I'm so glad I actually swatched them before going into it blindly. I am actually gonna apply my regular full face of makeup, and I'm gonna attempt to use this Plush Blush on both sides of the face, but I'm gonna do the underpainting technique on one side, and then on the other side, I'm gonna apply it over foundation just to see what the difference is. I think for the purpose of this video, I should probably stick to the same color on both sides, just so we could really see the difference. I'm thinking, let me go for something that was pigmented enough. I mean, gosh, they were all pigmented enough, but I guess bright enough so that you are able to see. So I'm gonna go for the Plush Coral, which was probably the brightest out of all the neutral shades. And I am gonna underpaint on this side of the face. I'm gonna apply just a dot. I feel like that is more than enough with this product. And I'm gonna blend that out with a brush. Gonna concentrate this on the center of the cheek and then hug the cheekbone and just stipple it up to the temple. Also gonna bring some in to the nose area, and that's pretty much it. I feel like it's a little bit harder to blend against your bare skin, and because the product is a matte finish and it's a liquid to powder formula, it dries down fairly quickly. And if you're applying it to the bare skin, you need to keep that in mind, because I think the bare skin is a little bit more unforgiving than if you have your foundation on. Okay. I think I did a pretty decent job of blending it out. I don't know, this color seems a little bit orangey to me. More orangey than a coral should be, but I'll go with it. Next, I'm gonna apply my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I'm gonna apply this on top. Wait a minute, this is so strange. The Danessa product is actually removing the blush. You see that? It's actually making it move. Whoa! All right, so that tells me that these two products are not very compatible. So there's something in the ingredients that's not exactly cooperating, but you know what? The fact that I was able to move it also has made me able to shear it out a bit more and lift it into the temple like I initially wanted. So maybe it's okay. Maybe I'll just leave it be. And then I'll kind of just like clean up underneath like that. Oh, my skin is like flushing from all the rubbing. Don't do what I'm doing. We're experimenting, okay? All right, on the other side of the face, I'm gonna apply my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder to my bare skin. I'm gonna apply my True Match foundation, shade W6 mixed with W6.5. I'm gonna apply that all over the face. First shade 6, then 6.5, I like to mix them. Then I'm gonna shear it out a bit with this Fenty Eavesdrop Lit Glow Enhancer. And then I'm gonna use this Makeup by Mario foundation brush. All right, granted, this foundation is pretty pigmented. So although you can see the blush a little bit, specifically in the temple, it is definitely being neutralized by the foundation. So let's see what happens on the other side. But first, the base. I don't know, this blush underneath is giving me the appearance of very orange skin. And I don't know, typically this mixture of 6.5 and 6 matches my neck perfectly, but is it me or is it looking a little orange? It's okay. Maybe I need a tan. Foundation is on. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Kosas concealer to brighten in between my eyebrows, chin, mouth, around here. I'm gonna blend that out. Okay, she's coming together. Slowly but surely, she is coming through. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach back for that Plush Coral, and I'm gonna apply that same amount, just a dot, to the center of my cheek. And then I'm gonna blend that out with this dual fiber stippling brush. I mean, this is still very, very pigmented, but I far prefer applying this blush on top of foundation as opposed to underneath, which you can kind of see a hint of blush, but here I think you're able to control it a little bit more. You can make it brighter, you can make it more vibrant, and I think this is the method that I would prefer. Although, if you want to make this blush look more natural, then the underpainting way is definitely the way to go. Though, if you have any sort of texture on your skin, whether it's from pores, from acne scars, or if you just have simple natural texture to your skin, it will be harder to blend out this product on your bare skin. But it is doable with some helpers. Before I set to forget, I'm gonna take a little bit of this Plush Coral, like the tiniest amount ever. Probably can't even see it. It's just like the tiniest dot on the tip of my finger. I'm gonna add that to my nose and I'm gonna blend that out with my finger. And again, with the finger method, applying it on top of foundation, the product definitely packs a punch, but it is a little bit more seamless upon application. It's a little bit easier to control and make it look more flawless. Last final thing that I'm gonna do is I actually wanna try this out on my lips. No one said that this was for the lips, but I just wanna try it out to see what happens. So I'm gonna apply a little bit to just my bottom lip. Again, same color, Plush Coral. I'm gonna blot that. You know, honestly, I think that looks really, really pretty, though a little sticky. Kind of looks like MAC Powder Kiss, but it doesn't feel like MAC Powder Kiss, which is probably why they're not recommending it for the lips. But if you want to go for like a monochromatic look, I say why not? I think it totally works. I'm gonna add whatever's remaining on my finger over here to my lids, just to bring it all together. Oh, perhaps that's too much. But overall, I really like it. This is definitely two different looks. Something a little bit more casual, but still visible. And then something a little bit more punchy, but still on the wearable side. I think I get the hang of it, though at my first impression, I will say that this product definitely presents a bit of a learning curve. I would suggest playing around with this product first, getting to know it the way that I just did, and then actually using it for like a real life situation. I gotta say, I like both looks, the underpainted one and also the overpainted one. I can't say I'm in love with all of these colors. I feel like the two nudes and the two peachy corals all seem to have this orangey undertone. They're like a little bit on the warm side, and I think that makes them look a little too similar. So all four of these shades kind of remind me of each other. I don't think there's that much of a difference. Just based upon my initial swatches on my bare skin. I will definitely try out the color that I like the most, which is the Plush Pink, and also the super bright one, Plush Punch. Not crazy about the red, but again, I think it's really about the formula and about figuring out the exact amount that you specifically need to make your cheeks look like they're blushing or flushing from within, or whatever look that you're going for. So with that said, I think you get my drift. I think, or I hope I made it clear that this is my first impression of this product, and although I don't think it is a bad product, I also don't think that it's like an immediate hit. Something about it is like a little finicky for me, though I think it will be just fine after a couple of tries and after a couple of wears. I'm really curious to see how this wears, so I think I'm gonna keep this makeup around until the end of the day, and I will update you guys in the comment section to let you know how it wore. With that said, I am gonna zoom on out. I'm gonna invite you to check out more of my videos. Click on them if you're interested, and I'll see you there. Peace out, and I'm out. Deuces.